Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I have a pick a card reading for you and we're going to be asking the question yes or no. So we have 8 piles here. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I want you to take a deep breath in and out. Ground and center yourself. And choose the pile of cards that you feel the most intuitively drawn to. And let's get started. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 1, this is your reading. So for this group, I'm getting that your answer is a yes. I'm feeling a sort of new beginning here for you. I'm feeling some sort of new creative idea. You might be asking about starting on a new path, starting on a new journey. Yeah, I think that you have stayed true to your heart and stayed true to what you love, and you've kind of with the rain card here, there's a purification that's happened where, you know, this is something that you might have cried a lot about, or there's been a lot of, I'm hearing like emotional investment. So there's either a need for emotional investment or you have some sort of emotional investment, whatever this is that you're talking about or that you're asking about. And I'm feeling like you're being rewarded for staying true to your heart and staying true to this emotional investment. I'm just gonna shuffle some cards here and get some more information. These two came out right away. The Fool and the Chariot. Okay, yeah, so definitely some sort of new beginning and some sort of choice. So you're trying to choose between two things, choose between two paths, and you're really being encouraged to follow the path of your most joy, to follow the path that your heart is leading you down, to follow what you love, what you're passionate about. Yeah, I feel like, to be honest, the Fool and the Chariot really say it all. You're just really being encouraged to choose the path of joy and ease and fun and love. And you, with the Magician at the bottom of the deck here, you have everything that you need in order to start on this new path, in order to start this new journey. And I'm trying to get this to focus on the Magician and it's not focusing. So you need a bit more clarity surrounding, I think, your resources, because you have the people around you to support you. You have the internal resources that you need in order to start on this new path and this new journey. Your passion and your love for whatever you're asking about is what's going to propel you forward, is what's going to catapult you, and then things will just fall into place. But it's about making the choice, making the decision, deciding, I'm following my heart, I'm following my gut, my intuition, I'm doing what I love, I'm doing what I'm passionate about, and I'm really investing myself in this. I'm already invested in this. It's this feeling of like, your heart is already invested into it, and you just kind of need to get your mind invested into it. There might be like a head versus heart tug of war happening here, and so you need to get those two aligned. Your head and your heart need to align. You need to get your head on board with your heart's decisions, and things are just going to take off. With the Chariot here, I'm seeing like things are just going to fall into place, take off, and yeah. So for this group, again, your answer is a yes. I hope that this reading was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 2, this is your reading. So this is very interesting. We have the Death card here, and we have the Vulture Spirit. Wow, I'm getting this imagery of, and this is terrible, but like a dead animal and the vultures just kind of like flying around it. I see where this imagery is taking me. So I feel like you have your eye on some sort of prize, and you're waiting for your moment to kind of swoop in. As for a yes or a no, I'm not getting anything. So with the Death card here, I feel like I'm leaning more towards it being a no. I'm feeling like whatever it is that you have your eye on. Okay, here, I'll give an example just to show you what I'm seeing. So let's say you are asking about contacting an ex. You're like, I really want to reach out to this person. I'm really missing this person. The message here is that relationship, that connection is finished for a reason. That cycle or phase of your life has died and ended for a reason. And you are wanting to return to this situation, not because you miss them or want to get back with them, but because you're missing some sort of lesson. So, you know, right now you're feeling like, oh, I want to go back to this thing because I miss them. I want that love. I want that. Nobody understands me like this person did. I just want to be understood. I just want to feel that love. I just want to laugh with this person. I want to feel safe. But it's like, what is that feeling that you're searching for? And you need to sit with that rather than contacting this person and falling back into old patterns, old ways, old cycles that have died and need to end and be completed. Rather than going back to that, sit with that feeling of, well, what am I seeking? What is the lesson that I still haven't learned yet? So let's say it is like codependence. You feel like you are not whole without this person, and you need to sit with that and heal with that and learn the wisdom from that. Especially, yeah, with this vulture spirit, then nothing is wasted. It's this idea that even though this relationship has ended, things didn't work out, things are, you know, metaphorically have died. Even though it's done, it's over with, there's still wisdom in that situation, and you're missing the wisdom. You're missing the point. You're wanting to go back to the person when you need to return to the emotion or the lesson. And with the Gaia spirit coming through here, this nurturing energy, you need to be very gentle and loving and motherly with yourself. Because it can be very hard to look at these shadow aspects, to deal with our trauma, to rehash and resurface these tough emotions. But that's really what you're being encouraged to do. You're not being encouraged to, like, if you're thinking of this person or whatever it is, it's not because you're supposed to go back to them. It's because you're supposed to go back to the lesson and the wisdom and work through it and be very gentle and nurturing with yourself as you do that. I'm going to, no, you know what? I'm actually not going to pull, do I want to? Okay, we'll get one card. I was going to say, I feel like that's the message. We'll see. Okay. King of Cups, Temperance. So this is very interesting. I'm feeling as though I'm getting a lot of things. A lot of things are coming through. Okay, so you need to fill up your own cup is the first thing that I'm getting. Don't look to others to fill up your cup. Again, that's codependence. You need to be independent of anyone else and rely on yourself to fill your own cup. You need to also not give your energy to this person who you're wanting to go back to. And I'm sorry if this is not a love situation for you. Take it how it resonates. If it still resonates and it's not a love situation, great. If it's not resonating, pick something else. But this is the best way that I can just describe what I'm feeling. I'm also feeling like you might, at the time that you were dealing with this person, you may have learned from that, and you feel like you can go back and heal it with the wisdom that you have now. And it's really important to just stand in your power, because just because you've done the work to realize where you went wrong doesn't mean that the other person has done the work to realize where they've gone wrong. So you need to just take that and use it in a future relationship. You know, take the wisdom that you've learned from this ex, this person from your past. You don't need to go and tell them, look, I've come to my senses. I realized where I went wrong. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Take that into your next relationship. Say, this is where I screwed up last time. I'm not doing that again. I'm taking the wisdom from that. I'm harnessing it. I'm stepping into my own power and I'm moving forward, but I'm not giving this old situation any more of my time or energy unless it involves working on healing it, healing yourself. It's really, you need to focus on self right now, healing yourself, finding the wisdom in this old situation. So I don't know if this is a yes or no. I suppose it depends what your question was, but I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 3, this is your reading. This one is very interesting here. We have the World. We have the Wombat Spirit, and it says be at home. Typically the World to me doesn't, I mean, it can indicate travel, but typically I don't read it that way, but that's how I'm kind of reading it, especially with the World and then be at home. I'm feeling as though you're running away from something. I feel like your answer is a no. You might be asking if you should take this trip, if you should travel, if you should... Yeah, I'm just feeling travel, and I'm feeling like it's just not the right time. It might be the right time later, but it's just not the right time now. There's something, okay, whatever it is that you're asking about, I feel like you're trying to force it. I feel like you might have completed a cycle and you are now like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready to get back out there. It could be you completed a relationship, or just like some sort of internal, like karmic cycle, something like that. You've completed something. Something has completed. You feel that either intuitively, psychically, or you just know that it's completed because it's something like a relationship where you've closed that chapter, and you're like, I'm ready to get back out there. And it feels forceful. It feels like you're trying to force yourself to get back out there. If this is about a trip, same thing. It feels like you're trying to force a trip to happen. If you're coming up against resistance, it's time to just chill, relax, and wait for the right time. And you'll feel that with this Passion card here. You'll feel it in your gut, in your solar plexus. You'll just feel that pull to take action. It's inspired action. So whatever it is that you're asking about, I feel like the answer is no, and the guidance is wait until you feel inspired to take action. Not because you have to, not because you should, but because you feel very inspired to do so. I'm gonna shuffle some cards here. We're gonna get some more information. You might be feeling as though, yeah, there's conflict. There's conflict. You're having an internal conflict, I feel like. I also feel like there's an opportunity. Okay, here's an example. This is actually what I'm seeing. I don't know if you who are watching this are familiar with Phil Good here on YouTube, but or he might have uploaded this on Instagram, but he was talking about wanting to go on a trip. And he was talking about how he kept trying to book the flight and it didn't feel right. And then like a week later or a day later, I don't know what it was, someone was like, hey, do you want to go with me on this trip? And he's like, yeah, I actually really do. And they're like, okay, let's book your flights tomorrow. And he was like, if I had booked that first flight, even though I felt resistance, if I had booked it, I wouldn't have been able to go on this other trip that I really wanted to go on. That's the energy that I'm picking up on for you, is like you're coming up against this resistance to whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, and you're not seeing that there's something else wanting to come in for you. There's another opportunity that's going to present itself. There's just something else that's on the horizon or in your peripherals, but you can't see it yet. And so you just need to wait until an opportunity comes in where you feel lit up and you feel like you have to take action. Not have to in the sense of like should, but like I'm so inspired that I can't help but get up and take action on this. So yeah, if it feels resistant, if you feel like you're coming up against resistance, just wait, just have patience, relax, and yeah, wait for that divine inspired action. So I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number, what are we on, 4? Yes, for those of you that felt drawn to pile number 4, this is your reading. So instantly I'm feeling like your answer is a yes. There is a lot of water energy here, a lot of emotional energy. We have the 10 of Cups, we have Swan Spirit, and it says time for a deep dive, and we have the Lake card, and it says stillness. So I'm feeling like the guidance for this group is to have gratitude for where you are and appreciate where you are. I feel like you have achieved some sort of emotional fulfillment, or some sort of, you're content, you're joyful, you're happy, you're surrounded by loved ones or things that you love. You've just had some sort of like emotional fulfillment or achievement, and you need to sit in that. You need to not worry about moving on to the next thing, the next goal. It's time to just sit in it, marinate in it, allow yourself to feel gratitude for wherever you are. Know that it's, I'm thinking of, I can't think of the exact quote, but I'm thinking of this quote where it's like, you know, there was a time where you're sitting in a prayer that you once prayed for. Something about like, there was a time, let's say this time last year, you prayed to be where you are now. And it's really important for you to realize that and to notice that. Even if you haven't achieved everything that you want to achieve, it's really important for you to recognize that you have come this far. You've achieved something. Even if you're just content, you're content with where you're at, or the guidance is to be content with where you're at, to feel that contentment, that joy, that peace. Yeah, and just really go into that, dive into that. The guidance could also be to really dive into like, what do you think would bring you peace and contentment and fulfillment, and really dive deep into that. There's just this need to go deep within your emotions and like find peace, find fulfillment within yourself, and figure out what that really means for you. Like, what does that look like? Yeah, I feel like you may have in the past or currently felt as if like, I don't know what's gonna bring me fulfillment. I don't know what I want. It's felt very like illusory to you, because I think you've taken into account what other people find fulfillment in, or you've just been unclear. And the answers are only going to come from within. You're only going to know if you take a deep dive within your heart, and find what's going to fulfill you, because it's not going to be the same as what fulfills other people. So it's important for you to figure that out for yourself, and then to pursue that. This is very similar energy to pile number 1, I believe it was. Yeah, I'm just feeling like there's a new opportunity here for you to get clear on what it is that brings you emotional fulfillment and peace and contentment. And it doesn't matter if that's not what other people find emotional fulfillment in. You just have to be true to yourself. So I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful. Your answer is a yes, and I will see you in the next one. If you felt drawn to pile number 5, this is your reading. So for this group, I'm feeling like your answer is a yes. You might be asking about I'm feeling this like very firm energy. This like, I'm hearing like firm decision or like final decision. So this could be that you've been going back and forth on some sort of decision and now you're finally making a decision. I think there's a need for you to, with this armadillo spirit, it says set healthy boundaries. I think there's a need for you to set boundaries as far as who gets to make this decision with you or who gets to have input on this decision. I think there's a need to sit with yourself and get really clear about what your intuition is telling you. Yeah, I'm just going to pull some cards here. We're going to get some more information, but I'm really feeling like it's important for you to sit with this on your own, without the input of others outside of you, and to figure out what it is that you truly want and what it is that's important to you. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so whatever decision that you're trying to make here, you're gonna find clarity and it's gonna bring you a sense of relief. So you're gonna find clarity when you sit with it on your own and you get really clear about, you know, just taking into account your own input, your own, like, what is your intuition telling you? And you're going to, okay, the guidance here is whatever brings you a sense of relief, like emotional relief, take that as an indication that that's the right decision for you. So if you can breathe a sigh of relief after you've made the decision, that's the one that's right for you. If you feel just like mentally clear, emotionally relieved, and stand firm in that, back up your own decision, and don't let anyone sway you, is the guidance here. So I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 6, this is your reading. So this is crazy. We have the Strength card twice. We have it here. We also have the Mountain card, and it says Strength. I promise you, I shuffle these off camera, but I do not choose them. I take the cards that come out. So yeah, you have Strength in 2 different decks. You also have the Frog Spirit, and it says clear out the clutter. For this group, your answer is a yes, and I'm feeling like it might pertain to love. You might be asking if it's time to leave a situation. Again, what I'm gonna say is what I say with all my readings. Always use your own discernment, your own judgment. Do what's right for you. Don't leave a situation just because a tarot reading told you to. This is only for confirmation of things that you've already felt. But I'm feeling like you might be asking, like, will I find the strength to leave? And the answer is a yes. Will I, and this could be actually not even related to love. This could just be like you feeling like you need to move. And you're like, will I find the strength to move? Will I find the strength to pack up everything? I'm picking up on like, okay, I'm seeing multiple situations, but something that's coming through very strongly here is like someone you might be clearing out or clearing out someone's home where it holds a lot of memories. So just as an example, let's say your grandparents have passed away and you are it's now your job to go into their home to sort through all of the pictures, all of their belongings, everything, just sort through it all. And you're trying to find the strength to do that because there's a lot of memories, there's a lot of just emotional things coming up for you. I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but just know that you have a lot of strength within you and around you, and you can do whatever it is that you are being called by your heart to do, or whatever it is that you need to do. You are being encouraged to do so, and know that you have the strength within you to do that. I'm just going to shuffle the cards here. We're going to get some more information. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Swords. So you feel trapped. So if this is a love situation or a situation where you feel like you want to leave, but you're trapped, know that that's just an illusion of the mind. And I know when you're in that, that can be so hard to hear. You're like, what does that even mean? Like, it causes a very physical, like your mind can convince you that you're stuck, and you just feel that, like you feel the anxiety through your whole body. You sincerely and truly believe and feel that you're stuck, that there's no way out, that you can't move forward, and that's just not the case. And so recognizing that that's not true, yeah, you're experiencing a lot of anxiety. I'm so sorry for you, for this group, because I know I've been in this energy. I know how difficult it is to just, you know, be up at night with your thoughts and your anxieties and your worries, and to be worried and stressed. And there's no need for you to be stressed, and you're not helping yourself by, you know, allowing yourself to dwell in these worries and anxieties and stresses. But I know it's easier said than done. Yeah, it's important for you to walk away, to gain the courage to move on, to move forward. If this is relating to what I was picking up on earlier, where you just don't know if you can find the strength to like go through this person's belongings or this person's house, or if it has something to do with that, like, or even like moving and you're finding it difficult to go through your own belongings because it brings up so many memories, you have the strength to do so. You can do it. And I think something's just going to click within you where you're like, I can do this. I have the strength to do this. I believe in myself. I know that I can do this. And yeah, you are just being encouraged to find the strength within yourself to move forward with this. So I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 7, this is your reading. So for this group, I'm feeling like you are being encouraged to, so many of these readings, this one's similar to a couple of other piles that I've already done. It's this idea of like returning to, like re-examining something of the past and finding the truth of it. I believe it was it pile number 1? I can't remember which pile it was, but it was about finding the wisdom in a past experience. And this one's more about finding the truth of a past experience. I'm feeling like some truths are coming forward about a past experience. So this could be like, you know, an ex coming back into your life and sending you a message and letting you know some sort of truth that you maybe intuitively knew, or it was never communicated to you until now, and you're kind of able to see a fuller, bigger picture now that you know the truth of some sort of past situation. There's just some sort of truth is coming to light regarding a past situation. Something's being communicated to you, something's being shown to you. There's some sort of aha moment, and it's allowing the fog to clear, and you're able to kind of like blossom and move forward with this new truth. It's like the truth will set you free, is kind of what I'm picking up on. And you know, even if it's difficult to hear, or this could be you communicating a truth, and it might be difficult to say, but you're going to feel a lot, you're being encouraged to, I know I didn't finish my sentence and I totally lost that train of thought, but you are being encouraged to live true to yourself, or to express your truth. Yeah, there's the energy, the major energy here is about truth and communication. So you receiving communication about a truth, you communicating a truth, and that might allow you to feel like you've been set free. Yeah, you're able to come out and be your true self. This could be actually coming out, like related to your sexuality or gender expression. I don't know, there's a truth that's coming out. I'm just going to shuffle the cards. Yeah. truth. Wow. Okay. That's, oh, the Magician. Okay. That one wanted to come out too. You're going to feel so powerful in claiming this truth. I feel like this entire reading, I've just said truth a million times, but that's just that's the energy that's here. It's truth. You're communicating a truth about your past. And you're going to be able to, you feel like you can claim your power when this truth is revealed, whether it's you revealing a truth, whatever it is. You're going to really step into your power and feel like you, okay. I'm picking up on this energy of like, now I can be myself, or now I can move forward. Now I'm in alignment. It's like once this truth has been brought to light, things feel in alignment in my life. So I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you that felt drawn to pile number 8, this is your reading. So for this group, I'm feeling like your answer is a yes. We have the antelope spirit here, and it says life is speeding up. I feel like you've been in a holding pattern where things have been foggy, confusing, and you're kind of cutting through that right now. And this is a very common energy throughout a lot of these piles. There's just this like mental clarity. It's like the veil has lifted, the fog is clearing, the sky is clearing up, and you can just see the truth, and it's causing you to be able to just like move forward in leaps and bounds. Like I'm hearing quantum leaping. So I'm gonna pull some more cards here, and we're gonna get some more information. Sorry if you can hear that. I didn't realize my window was open. That may be a message to like cut through the noise. There might be a lot of like mental chatter going on inside your mind, and it's important to cut through that, cut through to the truth. I feel as though something needs to, okay. I feel like you have been trying to build something on a foundation that wasn't built on truth. And you haven't been able to successfully build it because it wasn't on a solid foundation. And so now that you're seeing the truth, that old illusion or whatever you were trying to build that wasn't built on a foundation of truth is falling away, and you're able to start building it now that you know a truth, or now that it's built on truth. This could be a relationship with the Two of Cups here. So let's say you were trying to build a friendship with someone, and it was just a friendship built on lies, and you both have, you know, lied to each other. Or this could be a romantic relationship. It was just built on lies, and now the truth has come to light, and you're able to build a better friendship or a better relationship because it's on solid ground and it's built in truth. It's just crazy how this pile is very similar to the last one, so you might have felt drawn to that one as well, but yeah, it's just this, this energy is kind of carrying through a lot of the readings here. So your answer is yes. I hope that this reading resonates and was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.